Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Saturday's meeting here from Fanny Bay in Darwin, which will be the 25th of October. A 5-race card will be the order of the day, with just 28 acceptors engaged for the fixture and consequently some small fields. The first gets underway at 2:08 p.m, while the last of the handful is timed to go at 4:42 p.m. This, of course, is Cox Plate race day at Moonee Valley, so like last week when the Caulfield Cup and the Everest were run and won, there promises to be plenty of interest both locally and interstate. In the first, the Ladbrokes Omega Multi-Handicap is a 0 to 70 event over 1,600 metres, and my numbers are 1, 2 and 3. Going down the book here with 1, 2 and 3, number 1 on top for me, a wash. Trained by Gary Clark. Gary has 3 of the 5 engaged here. Jared Todd takes them out here on a wash. He hasn't won a race yet in Darwin. He came close last start when beaten by his stablemate Hennessy Ladd, who's a rival again. But on that occasion, he was giving away 2 kilograms in weight. Now it's only half a kilogram, and I think that might make the difference to a wash. He went to the front. He looked like he was home. Hennessy Ladd looked like he was in trouble, but he rallied and he ran the other horse down to win by 0.3 of a length. But I think a wash gets his chance this time to break through for a deserved win. So 1 on top. To beat number 2, Hennessy Ladd. He was good last time. He looked in all sorts of trouble coming to the home turn in the hands of Grassy Lion. But he picked up and he ran a wash down. Adam Nichols goes aboard this time. He's had the 3 starts in Darwin. He's been getting better. An 8th and a 3rd, then of course that last start win. So he's the hardest for a wash to beat, I believe. And in for 3rd, the horse that actually ran 3rd to those 2 horses last time out, and that of course was on the 26th of September, and that is Kangaroo Court, trained by Terry Gillette, Dakota in the saddle. He has been mixing his form a little during the carnival and post-carnival, but I thought that last start effort behind Hennessy Ladd was good, and of course he gets a pull in the weights. He carries just 58.5 kgs. So numbers in the first are 1, 2 and 3. The second's the Bet365 Trobus Maiden Plate. It's over the 1,300 metres for the non-winners, a field of 7 to go around here. And my numbers are 5, 1 and 2. Malinzi for me, number 5, trained by Phil Cole. Deborah Barton rides, claims the 3 kilograms. This horse ran second on the 4th of October, so 3 weeks ago, and that was behind the stablemate Snappy Sweetheart. Also filled the same placing behind the same horse 2 starts prior to that. So it's certainly knocking on the door is Malinzi. The 1,300 metres I think may suit this horse. Last start was only over the 1,100 and finished strongly, and I think with a 3 kilo claim and the extra trip to run here, Malinzi gets its chance to break through. In for second, number 1, Just Albert. He's the interesting runner for mine, trained by Paul Shires and to be ridden by him as well. This horse had 1 start in Darwin back in December, played up at the gates, had some issues, barrier manner issues there. The team sent the horse south to Julian Welsh in Victoria. He's the guru of all things barrier manners. Supposedly he's got this horse right. He did have a start at Tatura back on the 30th of September, ran 3rd on that occasion. So that tells you that the horse obviously went in the gates and came out, and he finished 3rd behind Gregarious Girl, beaten just under a length. So as long as he's put those bad habits behind him, he's certain to be hard to beat, you would think. Number 1, Just Albert. And in for 3rd, number 2, Mr. Nunez. Chloe Baxter and Jared Todd, the combination. Chloe trained a winner last week, of course. And Mr. Nunez, he's had 2 starts in Darwin, and on the face of it, he's been a bit disappointing. But I do notice that the blinkers go on for this start, and that could make all the difference to Mr. Nunez, who, of course, was bought out of the sale held here just a few short months ago. So numbers in the second are 5, 1 and 2. The third's the Tab Handicap, 1,200 metres for the Benchmark 76 or the Open Gallopers, and a field of 5 to go around here. Gary Clark well represented. He has 4 of them. And my numbers are 1, 4 and 3. Not surprisingly, I've got the Clark train Baldinio on top here. He's won his last 3. He's the most informed horse in the top end at the present time. He's drawn the 1 gate. He has a weight to carry, 63.5. He last time he won here on the 4th of October, he carried a kilo less. He beat Flying Annie on that occasion comfortably. She's a rival again, but the trip should suit him. That was 1,100. I think the 1,200 is better for him. The inside gate, I don't think he'll lead. I think he'll sit probably just behind them like he did last time, but he's the class act and he's racing well. If he can carry that 63.5 to victory here, he'll probably go for a spell and a deserved one as well. But I've got him on top. Number 1, Baldinio. To beat number 4, Convincibility. And also a last start winner for Tayan Holter, Raymond Viger in the saddle. Won here on the 26th of September, so 4 weeks ago. That was in 0 to 70 grade, beating Struck Gold. Struck Gold came out again last week and ran a good close-up third. So I think Convincibility is the danger to Baldinio, especially with a 6 kilogram pull in the weights. So he's my second selection. And in for third, number 3, Flying Annie. She'll be improved by that last start second to her stablemate Baldinio. And Aaron Sweeney takes him out. Aaron had a great day last week, had 3 rides for 3 wins, so he'll be looking to keep that good run of success going. And incidentally, he won his 200th career, had his 200th career success last week, so well done to Sweens. Numbers in the third are 1, 4 and 3. In the fourth, the Sportsbet handicap over the 1200 for the 0 to 64 gallopers. Another field of 5 to go around here. My numbers are 2, 4 and 1. Hotham English for me, trained by Ella Clark. Jared Todd aboard. Toddy could be in for a decent day. He's got some nice rides. And Hotham English, first up last time out on the 4th of October. A very impressive winner, I thought. Over 1,200 metres. Ella has elected to keep the horse at 1,200 when he's probably better known as a 1,300 metre to a miler and maybe even further in time. But she knows a horse. 3 weeks between runs. He should be ready to go another good 1,200 metres here. And he's my on-topper, Hotham English. To beat number 4, another last start winner in Polarising, Tommy Logan and Sonia, the combination here. Drawn 1 will probably lead, I would say, from that gate. Was impressive here over the 1,000 last time out. Up to the 1,200, maybe a question mark, but probably not. She's had 8 starts for 2 wins and 2 seconds over this trip. So she's my clear second selection. And in for third, number 1, Frawley. Change of rider on Frawley. Deborah Barton goes aboard, takes over from Wayne Davis. The 3 kilogram claim will be invaluable here. Drops the horse's weight from 61 down to 58. Continues to race well. 2 wins, a second and a last start third here a week ago behind Global Wonder. In this grade was a good run, and it's my third selection. So numbers in the fourth are 2, 4 and 1. And in the last, the BTC Constructions Melbourne Cup Day on sale handicap. Of course, Melbourne Cup Day only a matter of 10 days away, the first Tuesday in November. And this, the 0 to 58 over the 1,100 metres, 6 runners in the event. Numbers here are 1, 2 and 4. Debating on top, Ella Clark again, Jared Todd again. Drawn the 1 gate. I liked its first up run here on the 20th of September. That was its first run for 6 or 7 months. Hadn't raced for quite some time. Ran third to Polarising. Admittedly well beaten, but I think that run under the belt, the step up and trip here by 100 metres to the 1,100, we'll see Debating very hard to beat. It's my on-topper ahead of a newcomer to Darwin and Peace Baby. Chloe Baxter trains. Dakota Gillette takes them out here. Dakota rode a winner for Chloe last week aboard Larbo Queria. And that combination combines here with Peace Baby. Hasn't raced since the 2nd of June. Had a run on the Pakenham Synthetic, ran 5th on that occasion. Is the winner of 1 from 11. But we'll look for it to go a good race on its first start here in Darwin, Peace Baby. And then for third, number 4, Dancer for Money. Can mix her former little Dancer for Money, but this is not the strongest lineup I've seen. Deborah Barton claims the 3 kilos again, and its last couple of runs have produced 4th placings behind Frawley and Hotham English, so it's my third selection. Numbers in the last are 1, 2 and 4. Best bet on the day in race 4, number 2, Hotham English. I was impressed with his last start win. He just seems to be maturing, going from strength to strength, and I can see him going back to back here. So race 4, number 2, Hotham English, while the best roughie is in race 2, number 4, Julene. Has looked promising on occasions, and I'll give her another chance at race 2, number 4, Julene. Well, that wraps up this edition of a Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again late next week to preview Melbourne Cup Day, of course, run on the first Tuesday in November. That will be the 4th of November. So until then, good luck and good putting.